Welcome back to another wonderful episode of High Impact Garage here at High Impact Motorsports. So we haven't seen you guys in a while, mostly because our busy season, our really busy season, is generally May until August. So we've had to take some time and really get caught up on work in the shop, including all of the inbound customers that just continue to come in. And we're all grateful for all of that. This video today, we are going to go over each of the different projects that are in the shop. Behind me is the SR620, and we'll be putting another video out on that, which is going to relate to adjusting torsion bars and getting ride height set. So watch for that. The other thing that everyone is really anticipating is the progress on Klunker, the Datsun 1200, which we have been working on. Now, we're going to show every single thing. The last video you probably saw had to do with getting the car painted and the after effects of that, and getting the glass into the car and such like that. Since then, we have got that car up and running and driving, but there have been some developments with the car that we do need to kind of go over. But first, let's go to some footage of going out and actually driving the car once we got it all up and running. Alright, so we haven't seen the 1200 in a while, but here we are. Here's the, we're out for a drive with the car, and there she is, sitting purring like a champ. Alright, so like I said, we're out for a drive. We've got a pretty cool storm in the background, and we're out for a drive in the car because we wanted to see just how well it does. Darren was checking the speed.
Oh yeah.
It's able to do about 70, it looks like.
No higher, but
it's great.
yeah.
And it's not smoking anymore.
Nope.
Alright, let's take off. Nice. Definitely. That's a pretty awesome storm.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we'll turn around.
Probably be wise.
Alright, so we took this drive up to Apex, and yeah, we got a severe thunderstorm warning that's coming at us, so we're gonna get back to the shop, get this inside, and other than that, successful. The car's actually running, believe it or not, right now, but successful running. It's awesome. So we stopped at the gas station. Now it's time to drive home. Well, if you take into consideration the fact that the maiden voyage of the car was in the apocalypse, it did pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Sure did. The wind didn't even touch the car.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, so what do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
You just put 25 miles on the 1200. I'm pretty sure it's reliable. I'm like, that right there can go across the states.
Yeah, I think so. So now the car is up and running. There are some things that have come up with the car that absolutely need to be addressed in a good manner and just can't be left behind. One of the things that has happened is that there is some paint damage in the back right quarter of the car. So there is a spot where something happened underneath the paint and there was some bubbling in the paint. That means that the paint is delaminating. So we can't have that, so that has to be repaired. The other thing that we also discovered is, and if you go back to in the videos, you'll see that there was a video of us firing up the engine in the part car.
I think the car is in gear.
And of course, we fired that engine up and it did run, and we were super ecstatic about that. We were really, really glad. And one of the things we noticed is it didn't smoke. Well, this engine does smoke, and it does smoke a lot. So our goal now is our plan now is that we're going to have to go back and we're going to have to pull the engine back out of the car. We're going to have to take it apart and put new rings in the engine, because this is, it's too much of a smoke show. It's not going to be good for the car to be able to do that. So that's something else that we're going to have to do here in the future. So those things we're probably not going to address them in this video, but look forward for another video where we address the smoking issue with the engine. Darren's dad has graciously offered to help out in getting that paint issue handled, which we're super, super happy with and ecstatic about. So we'll get that taken care of, and then we'll get the engine out, and that'll be its own video, we feel like. As for the SR620 project, we are finally super happy about the suspension situation in the back end. We were able to get a set of Beltec leaf springs in the back, and we were able to get them positioned so that now the rear end sits centered where it needs to in the wheel housing, and the front end, of course, look for that video of adjusting the torsion bars. Darren has been hard at work on the SR620 since you last saw it. He has the suspension in, he has the fuel tank in, the lines have been ran, and of course the front suspension has been taken care of. Something else that Darren has done on this truck is we have modified a 720 filler neck to work with this hard body tank in this 620. Darren has done a fantastic job of getting that all straightened out, worked out. So now the proper vent line from the tank to the filler will be in place. And then of course we have some brand new rubber on the filler neck to the gas tank. So that's going to be good. And then it's just a matter of adding in the proper rubber hoses. Up next on the SR620 is of course all of the ancillary connection things, which would include the brake lines. So getting a brake master cylinder in the truck and brake lines fabricated up, that's next on the agenda, in addition to all of the other stuff going on. And of course the SR620 is a big priority for us right now because it's got a lot going on with it, and we'd really love to see it brought to completion to get the engine running and driving and really see this thing through. There have been some missteps, I'm sure, along the way, as any project, but overall, the process has gone along really well, and we couldn't be happier with the results right now. Something else we're excited about on this project is the fact that it does need some wiring, and this is the original wire harness that came in the truck. And we've had some opportunity to really look it over, and it's not in really horrible shape. It's actually in fairly good shape, considering its age. There's some things that are in it that will not be used anymore, simply because this is going to be powered by a completely more modern engine, which has its own wire harness. So we're looking at the fact that if we do get approval to go forward, we're going to go through and we're going to rebuild this entire wire harness. And we're excited about the ability to do that.